So Ableton have released Ableton Note, a sort of mobile version of their Ableton Live software, which I happen to really love. This app, Ableton Note, is quite intriguing to me because I love my studio, it's my creative haven, but I find that I get a lot of my most creative and inspiring ideas when I'm out in nature. Somehow, when walking and the body is moving, the mind becomes more inspired. They are connected after all. And so being able to have a sort of sketchpad for musical ideas and even being able to sample the environment around you is just wonderful. Particularly because it scales up, and with Ableton Cloud you can just continue working into the studio. It's really elegantly designed and really powerful. And in fact, things like the sample editor, where with one hand you can change start, end position and sample gain all at the same time. It's better than a mouse, really. This is going to sound a bit like an advert, but I love it. And for the price of 2 cups of coffee, if you have Ableton Live already and an iPhone, just get it. There are, however, 5 things that I would like to see. Number 1, step input sequencing. I love that they've sort of championed human input, which is a wonderful thing, and I use it all the time. But particularly when you're working on Bluetooth headphones, the latency makes that quite challenging, and to be able to just dial in a sequence would be a useful addition. Number 2, it could make better use of the screen estate. I've got a Max iPhone, and still it gets a bit fiddly. Having a landscape mode, which zoned into, let's say, a clip or keys only, would be really useful. Number 3, chords when you're doing melodic input. You could, for example, have the root note and then a series of chord types, which could adapt to the key you're in or just be selected chromatically. Number 4, swing and groove installed in there. I use these all the time, and it's part of my deep love of music, so it would be wonderful to have those. And finally, number 5, if we could record audio as audio clips, even if they're limited in bar duration, to be able to capture audio that way rather than just as a sampler source material would be even more useful, particularly if it could integrate with a little external audio device which could take mic or guitar input. But all in all, Ableton Note is a small but powerful advance in music making. As much as I love the studio, it's great to be untethered from it. Music is a hugely important part of my life, but I don't think it should be a distraction or a substitute for it. Rather, they should be integrated together. And I think Ableton Note takes a step towards that.